Hi guys, it's me. I'm back with some sort of video. It's a travel vlog, a small one. I don't know, we'll see. But I've been on vacation for the first time since 2016. Not everyone might call it a vacation. Looking at you, you know who you are. But I decided to take some footage and now wanted to just clip together some stuff for you guys and maybe comment on it. Maybe it's more just a food vlog because let's be honest, I only tried food, so who cares? Okay, without further ado, let's get going. Okay, here we go. So we started to make our way over there. When was it? Was it a Monday or was it a Tuesday? I already forgot. Don't mind me. But basically, we had to cross the German border and went all the way to Enkhuizen. I don't know how to pronounce it. If you're Dutch, I'm really sorry for all the things I'm gonna mispronounce, which aren't hopefully that many. I'm really trying, but this is a disclaimer. I suck at pronouncing stuff, even in English or in my own mother tongue in German. So don't come at me, okay? I know I suck at it. I know it. But anyways, um we drove all the way in one go for a couple of hours. But I didn't really notice because I was just like asleep for most of the time. So it wasn't really me. I was just chilling, like snoring, beauty sleep, that type of stuff. Um, but I wanted to be awake for the dam from after Lillystad, I think. Um, because I just thought it would be a really cool experience to just like have water left and right from you while you drive the car, because it's not just a small bridge, or like a dam for like a minute or two. I think you're passing just straight up water for like 20 or 30 minutes, and then there's nothing else that you see except for like maybe some birds and like some land on the horizon, but nothing really else. It was really really cool. I liked driving across the dam, and I was really happy that we chose the same way back, on our way back, because we could have also like driven around it, like around the Isle Ocean. I don't know what's the name in English, but um, yeah, the car ride wasn't really a big deal, but you could already tell that the weather wasn't really blessing us, which is fine. It was very windy. It was perfect sailing weather, so nothing wrong with that. Okay, we eventually made it to our place where we would stay all the nights. We didn't stay at any hotels or Airbnbs. We actually stayed on a boat. It was my first time on like a boat practically, because I only went on a boat like one other time. It was one of those breakfast cruises, and I had a really, really bad experience because I was so nauseous. And then I was kind of hesitant for this vacation because, like, staying on a boat kind of scared me. I was like, oh no, what if I'm just gonna be sick the entire time? I didn't really want that, but then eventually I gave in, and then we did go on this trip. And then when we arrived, we got an instruction, which we totally didn't forget something from. No, but for example, they showed us a couple valves and a couple pipes that we needed, for example, for cooking, or how to use the bathroom on the boat. And then they also, like, cute guy's parents, they also showed us how to tie like sailing knots, and I'm still not sure if we did the correct one, because like when they were showing us the knots, it was totally fine, like so easy. But then replicating it like 2 days later on your own, that was hard because we were obviously not sailing with the big boat on our own without any supervisor that knows how to actually sail a boat. But there was like a small little motorboat that we were allowed to take, and then um just re knotting or like putting it back onto the boat with knots, making sure it doesn't like sail away on its own. um it was hard to remember the knots from memory itself, and then it was kind of a struggle. I'm still not sure if everything's all right with it or if we did the knots wrong, but that's totally fine. I don't really care anymore. It's done. It was cool though. I really like tying knots. I feel like if I would invest a tiny bit of time into it, you know, I feel like I would really get that stuff down. I feel like I would be pro at this stuff. Okay, it's now 6:40. The whole area is still asleep. There's like a few people awake, and I don't know, I've just been taking a walk, trying to, I don't know, do something because this rain and then the light outside just kept me awake. I just can't. I think my walk took about 9 minutes. Then I got back. I woke up cute guy who was still fast asleep. I don't know how he always sleeps this long. He does. He can sleep forever, but I can too. I can also sleep forever. That's something we both can. But somehow we never do that at the same day. So there's always the one person waiting. But yeah, that was my start into day two of Rain ASMR. Into waking up super hacking early. And then what did we do? I think we just ended up going for lunch because cute guy had a mission. Cute guy loves bitterballen, and he wanted to try them every single day from a different place, and we ended up doing a rating for them. Um, like going out for dinner every single day would be really really expensive, so we ended up cooking on the boat, and for that we went to the supermarket, to Albert Heijn, I believe. I love that supermarket. I want that supermarket in Germany. In fact, I want German supermarkets to be open on Sunday too, please. Please. It's so annoying to not be able to go grocery shopping every single day of the week, and also not for a very long time because they close quite early. Some close as early as like 7 p.m. or something. There was no shower water. Yep, I struggled. I don't know what happened. The timer. So okay, at the harbor, there were showers for free, and then when I entered, I had to go upstairs because the downstairs showers were getting renovated or sanitized. Don't mind the leak ping. I don't know who that was, but I ended up uh trying to take a shower. They were super hot, and then there was only like an on and off button. I don't know where you could change the temperature. You know, if you guys see somewhere in the videos where you can change the temperature, and I'm just stupid, okay, please tell me. I was getting burned alive, okay, and then the other thing happened. The water just went out. I was fully soaked, okay, like everywhere, fully soaped, and not just like normal soap that's just like annoying to have on you. It was like a peeling, a shower peeling thing, you know? I was just having like small little peeling grains everywhere, and the water went out. And what I ended up doing is, um, I was just waiting there like a good 15 minutes until the water worked again, and I was so cold. And then just hearing the other showers next to me have to have water turned on, and I was just struggling, man. That was not it. We ended up taking the train from Enkhuizen to Amsterdam, which was, I think, one ticket was like 15 euros, something, something. I don't know about the cents, doesn't matter. So we had to get two, obviously, and then so it was 30, and then later on was 30 to get back, so 60 euros for transport. And the train ride, I think it took about an hour or something like that. It was really chill. We went quite early, and we were basically, so Enkhuizen is the latest or the first station, depending on where you start from. So it was really empty, and we were able to choose our seats really. And then we just chilled. We were trying to not use up too much battery so we could use our phones in Amsterdam. And then when we got there, we arrived at the Amsterdam Central Station, which honestly I really liked about the Central Station is that you have to scan your ticket to get out. And then because in Germany, or like at least I think you only have to do that on like the big stations, not like the countryside ones. I don't know. I didn't really understand the Dutch system behind it, but in Germany, it is based on trust mainly, and then sometimes there's people patrolling, checking for people that didn't buy a ticket and then giving you a fine. And then yeah, the central station itself, we checked out with our ticket, then we went out onto the open place. It was huge, and there was a lot of space. And in Germany, I feel like it's a little more crowded around the central stations, like not a big plaza area. And then what we did, we ended up grabbing food. The one with the pancakes, the bitterballen, and the two drinks. So one beer and one cider. That was a tourist trap. We fell for a tourist trap. The pancakes were like close to 20 euros, right? Like a really flat freaking pancake. That looked more like a crepe. Too much heavy cream for my liking. Then only a tiny bit of strawberries. Then my cider was also like 5+ euros, and the big beer was 11 euros, I believe. I'm not sure. It was so expensive. And then the Bitterbein, I already forgot about that, how much they were. We, I don't know. It felt horrible. Okay, I felt like I disappointed my mom by choosing that restaurant, and I disappointed cute guy by choosing that restaurant because it ended up being so expensive and not giving anything. But yeah, it happened. It's fine, I guess. um, our next stop, I believe, was a cute little shop, just selling ducks, like a billion kind of rubber ducks. There were like, I don't know, there were like lots of um celebrity themed ones, and then there were lots of silly looking ones, like a shark one. I really wanted to get one, but they were really expensive because it's another tourist trap probably, so we didn't buy anything. We went to Micropia. It's a cute little museum basically with microbes and mushrooms, everything tiny. I love this kind of stuff. Like, just microscopic tiny things, the hidden universe, and all these crazy structures that you don't even know about, and they are super important for our life because without them we wouldn't be here. I really enjoyed going to Micropia, seeing these things. It was a bit overpriced, in my opinion, because it was a kind of small, a short visit. You couldn't really see that much, but what I also enjoyed the most about it was that you were able to collect stamps. You had to spot them throughout the visit. There were up to 30 stamps, and we got all of them. And my collector's sense just got so pleased. I was really, really glad. And I think that was mostly it about our visit to Amsterdam. We did go through the red light district, but it was fairly early. I don't know if it's different at night or anything. And it wasn't really that special. It was just like a bunch of, like shops like next to one another. So just like it's like you expect it, but with like a cute little canal between, so it doesn't look that weird. Then, oh my lord, what the other thing we did, we went to a food place. It's called Downtown Burgers. Never ever go there. Never ever go to Downtown Burgers. Those were these guys. Okay, so we sat down at a table, and then we ordered drinks from a cute waitress, and everything was fine. And then I think a manager or something asked us if we would swap with other customers because they were sitting next to the street and they were having a dog and they were worried about their dog's leash not being short enough and stuff like that. And so we agreed to swap places. And afterwards, another guy like was moving our table around because it wasn't sitting down perfectly, and like adjusting all the things and like telling us how to sit and telling us, no, you can't sit a bit further to the left because then people can't pass through here anymore, which you perfectly could. I really don't know what he was on about. And then they were talking really loudly. Like the manager and the other employees were talking really loudly about random stuff to one another next to our table, which was really annoying. And just them like treating the younger employees really, really badly and making them do all the shit work, in my opinion, from what I saw and heard, also isn't really nice. And then they weren't really, the food was good. It was a good standard burger. Like it was mid. It's like McDonald's, but make it expensive because it's not fast food, but like just a standard burger, you know? But then the way they gather all these customers is by basically you pass by and they put the menu basically in your hands and make you take a seat. Like it's as if you don't have a choice, you know? And probably out of politeness, a bunch of people actually agree and do take the seat. But like it just looks so busy because they basically seat you just from passing by. We eventually finished. I didn't really finish, I just wanted to leave because I didn't feel comfortable. And then it took forever for them to get to us, for us to finally pay. Like cute guy was trying to wave someone over like multiple times, but they want you to be seated for longer, so it seems busier, you know? And then I was tired of it. I waved a waiter towards us, like in a way you couldn't really miss, and they ended up coming eventually. And then before they basically got to our table, they were seating new people, which is okay. But then they started handling the paying process with us. And during the process, they interrupted to seat other people again. Like, like uncomfortably giving them the menu, dragging them to another seat, and then apologizing to us and be like, sorry, I have to like tend to new customers, because if I don't, then the money is gone. But in my opinion, like, they probably won't have people come there a second time. Everyone probably has only been there once in their life, and then they will never go there again because the customer service is kind of like rude and pushy, and the food is really expensive and just nothing special. Well, don't go to Downtown Burgers in Amsterdam.